You're going to be falling for me, Dana.
I'm already falling for you. Come on, you know that.
So this
Now
is,
I'm scared.
So this is safe landing, and Di Teng Guan did a study in 2022 where he did resistive exercises, and then he taught people how to fall. And I can't tell you how many times I've had people say, there's that split second where I wish I knew what to do.
Right.
You know, you kind of feel like you're going to fall, but if, you know, what do you do? And I don't know if the brain can really react that fast, you know, just telling people what to do. So it's called motor memory.
Okay.
And if you teach somebody what to do when the situation comes up, they then do that. But it takes lots of practice, and you have to try to do the techniques. And so what he did is he did a little strengthening, he did this fall landing, and he found people improved in function, mobility, and they decreased their fall risk. I mean, they decreased injurious falls. So pretty positive.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it wasn't a long program. I think it was, you know, a couple months. But, you know, you have to practice it, and you have to do it, you know, throughout the day. So you can fall different ways. You can fall forward, you can fall sideways, you can fall backwards. And the whole point is, what you don't want to hit is your hip and your head. You bet.
Yeah.
If you hit your head, you can have a traumatic brain injury. Yeah. If you're somebody who's on a coagulant, you can actually have a brain hemorrhage. Wow. If you're, you know, have osteoporosis and you fall on your hip, you can break the hip. Yeah. Now, you can also, some of the techniques have you use your hands. You could break your wrists, but that's much better than breaking your hip.
If you fall hard, it's so much better to hit your hand.
It is, and it's best to spread the force, and that's what these do. So we're going to show you, or Dana's going to show you.
Thanks. Okay, great.
Forward,
sideways, waiting to push me over.
No. I actually practice these, but it's always looks so much better on Dana.
No, I think it's. I mean, but I think it's so novel even to think about teaching people how to fall properly, because we're so fearful of falling.
Right.
But if you teach people, there are those things you can do in that like moment where you can kind of make it a little less of an impact.
Yep.
And a little protective. I think it's brilliant.
If you're really afraid, start on a bed.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't get the full, you know, gist of it if the bed's this high. This is an air mattress. They're very cheap. The true training takes you from a bed to an air mattress to a mat on the floor. Yeah. You know, I would say if you're doing motor memory, you want to teach your body what to do, you don't have to go all the way down to the floor. Yeah. You can learn it on an air mattress, you know, and then you don't have to worry about breaking anything if, let's say, you don't do it right. So it is something that you can do, and these are not that expensive. So you ready for forward?
I am ready for forward falling. Okay.
So with forward falling, you want to bend the knees, flex the elbows, breathe out, raise your head, and extend your back. All right, so let's say you're going to fall. You know, the very first thing that if you kind of feel yourself going forward, is you want to think head up, bend the knees.
Okay.
Can
you tell I'm scared? I'm a little nervous here. Okay.
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
All right, you didn't hit your head.
Yeah. No.
Okay, try it a little slower.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, try it again. A little slow. Yeah, that's it. Knees, right. That's it. And you see that she's transferring the force from her knees to her stomach, to her hands, and then her head or her hips aren't hitting.
And I like the cue that he used to like get yourself as low to the ground as possible to start, because obviously less distance to travel. So down.
Right. And you just practice it. So if you start to feel yourself falling, instead of going like that straight down, your body will automatically kind of get low and fall.
Yes, and think low and soft.
Right.
Okay,
low and soft. That's a great thing to think.
All right,
then we're going to do sideways, which again is going to be tough for like fractures of the hip, particularly because that's right where that bone is exposed. So you want your legs apart. Turn your upper body to the side, bend your elbow, raise your arm to protect your head. Other hand, you put at your side and you try to protect that hip. So the real key for any of these, bend the knees.
Okay.
All right.
So it's kind of like.
There you go. Perfect. That was great. Okay. So I like to hit with the knee, first. And then that's it, go down. So once the knee takes part of it, again, you might injure the knee, but it's still better than the hip. And if you can try to roll, the pressure is going right off the knee too.
Okay.
So try it again. Slow, neat, and perfect. Perfect. And again, she's keeping her head up. All right, last one. You want to do it again?
Yeah, I want to try one more. Because I think if you get that one and then get onto your back.
Yeah, roll onto the back is good too. All right, the last one is a backward fall.
Okay.
So bend your knees and neck. So you're going to bend forward on this one instead of your stomach, you're going back. Extend your hands, roll over to your forearms, upper arms, waist back, and really, that's a lot of instructions, but roll like a ball.
Okay.
Is the bottom line. Keep your head up and roll, bend the knees, roll like a ball. There you go. Perfect. All right, that's kind of almost the easiest one.
I think it is, yeah. But a lot of people fall backwards.
But they fall straight back.
Yes.
So bend the knees and roll like a ball. Perfect.
And get your head out.
Get your head out of the way. You don't have to lift your legs quite as high. I mean, you can, but a lot of people do. That's it. That's it. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so just practice, and
it's not as scary as you think.
I
was honestly a little nervous.
And
so
my first time doing it, and when I practice, I kind of dread it a little bit, and I know my patients do. But once you start doing it, it's not that bad. It's actually good exercise, getting up and down. Yeah. Doing it. That could be your exercise session. Do that for 20, 30 minutes. Yeah. Your heart rate will go up.
Yeah. This is so helpful.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. So don't fall for me.
Yeah.